You see,
These mics
somehow
are
the
hot.
world will change for me and be so wonderful.
Oh my god. Hi, Carly theme. All right. Yeah, I'm pulling up my notes. All right. Wait, Andrea, did you finish reading the last chapter just now?
I kind of skimmed, but I got the main gist
Okay.
of what happened.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a wild chapter to like
To
have
end
to
on?
stop.
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, like, we did
Just
nothing.
one arm in a door.
Yeah,
Cut
and
to black.
I was so tempted to peek and like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm gonna be honest, because it ended with the next chapter on the next page. I
Yeah,
did peek a
hard.
little bit. I was
No.
like,
I did peek.
I can't
'Cause I
not like.
didn't, because I didn't know that I did know that it was ending, but I
Yeah.
did.
Because like if it ended where it's like this chapter ended on like the second page, like I'd have to turn, then I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have peeked. But because it was already there, I had to read at least the first sentence.
Mm-hmm.
No, I made the
Wow.
conscious decision to click next. But anyway, I'm not gonna spoil,
Mhm.
especially because I
Yeah.
skimmed, so I'm not really completely sure of what was going on. So I'll need you guys to summarize.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we can talk about it when we get there.
But I guess starting where a lot happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so much stuff.
this
Yeah,
was a
there's
very
finally plot.
yeah, it was a
Yes.
very beefy section of the book.
Yeah, I can't even remember what happened in the first 15 chapters. I don't think much did, but these next 16, 17 were really juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, and I heard it continues to like the pacing continues to be this like quick and beefy for the remainder of the book.
Beefy.
Beefy.
I don't know why I keep saying beefy. It's just like the only word in my head. I think I kept talking about the rat beef, and now it's in my
Beef.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane. I made Alec listen to Meet the Grams.
head. Bro, how's Drake gonna recover? I mean, he's rich. He's fine.
I didn't
The
even know
man
they had
Yeah.
beef.
Everybody's
mean,
always got beef.
True.
he's
Yeah.
got beef, but I didn't know it was this bad.
And usually with diss tracks, I feel like it's like clever and like you don't really like directly say anything. You kind of make hints at stuff. Nah, Kendrick just straight up like just dissed his whole life, like and him as a person, his looks, like everything about him.
Talk directly to his son, his
Yeah,
daughter, his mom.
Like there's like a
but this-
portion of the song where he's literally just like, I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. Like he's just literally just saying he hates him.
And when he says to his mom, telling his mom that you raised a terrible human being, I was like, thanks.
Damn. He came for his mom. Holy shit.
Yeah, he came for his mom.
Came for his whole family lineage.
I mean, at least for the kids, he's like, I'm sorry that your dad's such a piece of shit. But with the mom, he's like, I'm just disappointed in you for raising such a terrible human
Wow.
being.
I'm not angry, just disappointed.
Is this a rap beef Twitch stream now?
Yeah,
I guess so.
We're gonna analyze
Intro.
all the lyrics.
I don't know, to tie it in, it's it's like Varish having beef with Violet. They just don't like actually it's Zayden and Dane maybe.
Yo, they could drop some diss
I hate
tracks,
the
but
way
you all
you
know.
walk. I hate the way you talk.
What's-
Everything about you annoys me.
You know, Zayden's gonna be on top because Dane is a little.
Mhm.
We're gonna get ahead right now a little bit, but
Yeah.
now I feel a little bit less mad at Dane. If he's
No,
telling the
yeah.
truth.
Mhm.
I-
If
I-
he's telling the truth, yeah.
I don't hate him as much as I did before.
Yeah.
And I will
Because I
say, like in the chat, like in our group chat, I really picture Dane so much like nerdier, like uglier in my head because I hated him that much.
No, he was actually he has like a beard.
Yeah,
And
no,
they said
I
he's, like,
forgot he has like a
chiseled.
beard. I mean, like to be fair, they all have to be somewhat kind of fit because they're all
Yeah.
dragon riders. But in my head, I was picturing him with like glasses.
Wow.
But like Violet is into him in the beginning. Like
Yeah.
he's hot to her.
Yeah, but that's true. I think I've completely forgot because of how much I hated him.
In my head.
And also, like they always mention he's like a rule follower, so I was picturing like a Poindexter type thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
agreed. That's what made me dislike him to begin with. I really hated him up to the end of Fourth Wing. And now
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Yep.
all
I think we
right,
all did.
fine. I can also see how a lot of the things can be misinterpreted looking at it retrospectively.
But he's still a
Yeah.
bitch.
But
He's
yeah.
still a bitch.
He did say like
But
I'm
no
not.
matter what.
Well, we're getting ahead again, but he did refuse
That's
to
true.
like.
That's true. He
Yeah.
didn't have he did technically break an order in a sense. So
I don't
mean,
think
he
you know
stuck to
he's
the
He stuck
rules.
to the rules, yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
technically the rules. Still, you're right.
yeah,
He
he's
he used the
consistent.
rules like for once to do something
To
good
his
instead of being
advantage.
an asshole.
Yeah. So I
So
forgot what happened in the beginning of this. Like
chapter
chapter
I
16 or
feel like
so.
16, yeah.
16 is where we
Mhm.
started.
Yeah.
I will say my notes were a little less detailed this time around. All I wrote was hell yeah, Jesenia down for the cause.
Yeah,
like
that's
Jesenia.
fun. They
I
have
also.
an in now.
How do you guys describe Jesenia? Because I have every time her name pops up, absolutely. I mean, nothing shows up for anybody, but for her, literally, it's nothing.
Oh, Jesenia?
It's just
Just
robes.
cream robes.
I
Yeah.
just picture like cream robes and a hood that covers her face for some reason.
So like
I
the
don't know if they ever
nobodies,
described that. Kind of, yeah,
but cream robes.
but make
and
it cream
wizard.
robes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but make it cream
yeah.
robes and more wizardy.
Yeah. There's like kind of hunched over so that like you can't see under the hood.
Yeah, and
That's what I picture.
I just
Oh, sorry.
I also picture her very very pale because she's just always in the library.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Mhm.
I thought she had dark skin.
I don't
But
think
I
they
think
said
that
she had dark
Maybe.
skin.
I don't know.
that's Rhiannon,
maybe?
though, right?
Yeah, Rhiannon's like
That's
Mhm.
Rhiannon. Rhiannon's
like
actually
black. Yeah.
Rhiannon.
some
I
reason-
think is supposed to be black. Oh my! I looked up Jesenia fan art. This is not what I pictured.
What do they describe her as?
Why she gotta look like Mother Mary?
With
Robes.
the robes.
And maybe it's also just the way this like they made this picture where there's like light around her. It makes her
Oh,
look
like
like
say
it's
she's
like
like
a
a saint.
religious paint.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
and she has
god.
the hood
Yeah.
on. It looks like she's about to like she's in
Oh,
the
that first picture from Instagram.
yeah.
What is
Yeah,
It
yeah,
looks
she looks-
it looks like she's about to give birth in the stables, bro.
yeah,
Oh my
she-
god. What
She
the
looks
fuck?
like some sort of like a virginal Mary, yeah, Virgin Mary kind of like.
I'm
Has that
still
thing
sad.
going on.
You know, my boy Liam, he didn't get to truly shoot his shot.
Wait, he liked Jesenia?
Mhm.
I
Who-
forget.
In the
Yeah.
first book, yeah, when he was following Violet around, like he would always kind of flirt with Jesenia. He
Wow,
Mhm.
cute.
And Violet was
She
like,
would
no.
blush.
Yeah, and Violet kept saying, no, you can't touch her.
Oh yeah, now I see fan art of Liam and Jesenia.
Sad.
Oh, so sad.
Damn, so sad.
Uh,
Rip.
But you know, jumping ahead
Rip.
again a little bit. Technically, we never know. There might be a chance somehow because they
Well,
somehow.
With the
Oh my
Jack stuff,
god,
yeah,
that was
that's true.
I was like, well, first of all, like, is he somebody that we don't know about? Like, why would they spend so
Yeah.
much effort?
That's exactly what I
reviving him?
wrote. I was like, what? Why do they care about this random
Yeah.
nobody?
That's
Like,
what
he
I was.
wasn't
Alright,
that
we're
good of a
getting like
writer.
way ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk more. We'll
We'll
jump
get
back
there,
to
yeah,
that
'cause
when
the
we
other
actually
chapters
get-
don't
yeah.
have
we'll table that point.
Yes. Okay, 16, I don't remember
Um,
what happened, but all I noted when how do you say it? Imogen? Is that how you say her name?
Imogen.
Yeah, when Imogen
Imogen.
says
Mhm.
she realizes now why Xenon fell for Violet because she's clever, I wrote, I don't doubt that, but I feel like we only got small, succinct instances that showed Violet being clever, and like, I guess, but I feel like I wish we had more
Yeah.
examples of her being like clever or cool, you know?
Yeah, it's more of a like telling than showing kind of situation.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's so smart and clever, but like we don't actually get to see it.
she's consistently
Gosh.
dumb. Like, especially a couple
She's
of
emotionally
chapters.
stupid.
She's very emotionally stupid. I mean,
So
the I
idiotic.
guess the clever thing is always like just like the poisoning. I guess, like
Yeah,
Yeah, and like the
That's just
gauntlet
cheating.
stuff, I guess.
and she's
then,
good at
Yeah.
history, and
but-
that's all I know.
yeah, I feel like it could be more
But speaking of
prevalent, I
Violet,
guess. But
mhm.
I think she's book smart. I don't think she's street smart.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, no, I was gonna say, speaking of her not being street smart, later on in that chapter when she got like an anxiety attack and like ran to the archives for some reason, I was like,
Oh
why
yeah,
did
yeah,
she
yeah.
hand the
Oh,
book
yeah.
over right
About?
there? Just tell them like, oh, like you
Yeah.
had an anxiety attack and you came here because this is where you grew up and blah blah blah. I'm like, you really about to hand this book over in front of like a whole bunch of people? You're not even supposed to
Oh
be
my
there
god,
right now.
yeah. When she
Yeah.
I was
had,
like,
when she
huh?
handed them, I was
Just
like,
hold
you-
on to the book.
just
Like
l-
what?
Just leave. Yeah.
Literally, just leave. Hit the bricks.
you-
Just leave.
Even Jesenia's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was just
He's
confused.
like-
I'm like, wait, what? Just don't hand over the book, maybe? Like, not now.
Like,
Just-
also immediately after that, they were like, "Oh, we set up this secret system of how to get the information at the secret times." And then she just runs in
Yeah.
there.
and just completely
Immediately.
disregards their whole system that they talked about.
Yeah.
It's just giving so much main character energy because you can get away with it.
Mhm.
Because if that were me, if I were
Plot
Jesenia,
armor.
I'd be like, no. You're too
Bro,
much of a risk.
I'm smacking the shit out of Violet if I was just.
But yeah, no, she
Bro,
keeps getting away with
she's
it.
gonna get both of them killed.
Exactly. Like I would keep
Alright,
doing my
so-
investigation by myself. Oh yeah, but we were moving
Um,
ahead.
In chapter
Um,
16 is when she helped Sloane win her fight
With the poison.
Oh yeah,
right?
with the poisoning. Yeah.
with the poison.
And that's
Mhm.
why she said, that's clever and stuff like that.
And then Violet immediately
Clever and
proceeds to
just.
do the complete opposite in the next page.
Exactly.
And then she just like reads some books.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else for 16. I'm not sure if you guys had.
Nah, I really just
No.
focused on Jesenia and being down. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, I feel like we kind of knew
Mm-hmm.
from the first book she kind of down. She with the
Yeah.
cause.
Mhm.
All right,
Well,
17.
and she's got the like inscription at the beginning of the book that she's like the person who like recorded
Oh
this
yeah,
history.
true.
So we as readers
Meta.
know that she's like gonna be cool. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 17. I had no notes
17.
except I wrote when Yarros said Zayden's quote indecently toned arms. I was like, I like that description. That was a good one.
Indecently
Indecently.
done.
I just noted, well, once again, yet another letter with information about Zayden that we don't get to read,
Yeah.
which was
Oh
annoying.
yeah.
She's like, "There's a letter, and I learned things." Well, what?
What did you learn? His
Yeah.
favorite
Like,
cereal.
I want to learn too. Does he like chocolate? Does he like vanilla? Let me know. I kind of just wrote like just about like Imogen and Violet's relationship, like they're actually friends, and like Imogen is like kind of just told her stop being fucking stupid about
Yeah.
Zayden.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
think
finally,
everybody
someone's
said-
like telling her the real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she needed someone to just be upfront because I don't think anyone else would ever have told her that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I noted there's a section that like right in the beginning, she's talking to Imogen and she's saying how like Endarna's in the dreamless sleep or whatever. But does Imogen know about like Endarna being a baby? I thought nobody knew about that except for her and Zayden.
Oh, you're right. I don't
Like,
think
I thought
anybody
everybody
else
just thinks
knows.
that she's like a feather tail, but they don't know.
But do they
what
all know
that
about the
means.
dreamless sleep? Like, or maybe they just assume dragons
don't-
do it, but they don't know that's for baby dragons only. I don't know.
No, I think you caught a
I
lore
didn't think it was
mismatch,
a thing
man.
that they. Yeah, I didn't think it was a thing that
Yeah.
people knew about. I thought it was a secret, unless like I don't know. Maybe Imogen does know about Endarna. I don't remember. Like
I don't think
that.
she
Maybe
should know because
maybe they found out in Resin because Endarna was like there or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they would just assume that she's a small dragon.
But like they saw her as gold, and then she like comes back black
Have
Right
they
before
seen
she-
black?
But yeah,
before she goes into the
sleep.
dreamless sleep. when
Yeah, she
they're
like
in
molted or
Aristia.
something.
Yeah. So
Oh,
maybe
in the
like
beginning of the book.
yeah.
Yeah, because
They
that's
know?
when
I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
because
that's when
she's
Violet
like
asks. She's like, "Oh, Tarn, that's not your child, isn't it?" And he's like, "Hell no."
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, have we seen her?
Yeah,
Adarna?
in the beginning of the book, when she like wakes up and finally gets to see Taryn again, Adarna's also there, and she's like black
Mhm.
now.
Oh, I see. I forgot about
And then she goes into the sleep.
Yeah,
or
so
whatever.
I guess anyone who was at Reston, I guess kind of
Maybe.
knows that she wasn't like an adult
Or
because
maybe
I think
it's a big plot hole.
or like I don't think it's a plot hole. I think it just could have been explained better that they know now, but I think it's implied, like based on because they would have had to see Adarna change, and
Yeah.
I think it's just implied very poorly that they know she was a baby and is like growing up now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's like knowledge dragons don't want people to know. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
definitely would have been a thing that people know.
Yeah, but I think it's just because they were there to see her change. They know. I'm assuming it's implied. I don't know if I'm just giving Yarros a bit too much credit on this one.
Yeah, I mean that's what I assumed also, but I just didn't remember if that was like a thing that if we already knew that everybody knew that, because I thought it was like
No,
top secret, but
they definitely did not like explain that they knew that. I only really I think it's just like implied because they were there to see her be black now.
yeah.
Yeah, because other than that, if they wouldn't make such a big deal of Varys trying to see Andarna.
Mm-hmm.
And who cares? Like, just show her like she's asleep. But because they're protecting her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing I had for that chapter. I was just confused, but
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
nothing for 18,
Oh, well.
so I don't really remember what happened.
Oh, 18, I had one. I said, Zayden really said, "You think I'm bonita?"
Yes.
Wait, what was
All
that?
I thought-
What was that?
when he's in the room.
You think I'm beautiful?
Yeah, when he's like, "You think I'm beautiful?" But I
Yeah.
literally read it as like, "You think I'm
You think I'm
bonita?"
Oh my god.
I hated my favorite character.
That actually made me laugh out loud when I read that line. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I wrote for 18.
Okay, yeah, I don't
It's
even
just
remember
more
what
of
happened.
them just like arguing about the same shit, probably.
Just dudes being bros.
Now 19 though.
Mm.
That was a chapter.
I said, "Holy shit, Tard, let's go!"
Literally, fuck yeah, Tarn, tell
Yes.
that bitch boy Varish what's up.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote.
Like finally, someone actually doing something logical in this book. Like
Yes.
really,
And it's the dragon.
Yeah.
I completely understand Taryn just being annoyed 24/7 because everyone's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to be like these fucking like absolute like cockroaches think that they can like tell me what's going on. Like that must be so annoying for him to
Yeah.
be like
Oh
these
yeah.
absolute like ants of beings think that they have absolutely any say.
Mm. Like when he, this is the scene I was talking about in the chat where I was sweating because my adrenaline started pumping.
Not gonna lie, it was pretty hot.
Oh, when he like goes for Solus, like goes for
Yeah,
the neck,
the
and
neck,
like
yeah.
they like and a little bit of blood just like drips down the neck. I was like, damn, why is this so sexual?
Yep.
Well, yeah, you know, if Scale was here, they would have been fucking about it after.
Dang.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%. 100%. She probably got a little bit of rush.
Oof.
Yeah, she could feel it across the
she could
miles. She
feel
was
it.
like, "Ooh, that was hot."
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good scene. I was like, finally, something makes sense.
Someone taking action against Varish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because I was tired of this little punk ass just telling like Taryn what to do. Like
Yeah.
Taryn is a black morning star tale. Like you're not gonna tell him what to do.
Word.
In the hierarchy of
But-
dragons, he is on the top.
Is Varish's beef with Violet purely like just because she's like homies with Zayden and like the barked ones and all that? Like I'm still kind of confused at why he hates her so much from the start.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
feel like
'cause
he's
she's
friends
like,
with like Danny's dad.
Ah,
Yeah, I
Dave's dad
assume
a
that he's
bitch.
working with Colonel Atos and knows what they know. 'Cause, like
That's
he's
true.
obviously trying to catch them smuggling.
I do wonder what his signet is now, though, because
Mm.
he's the teacher for Dane, so that means he must have some kind of like one of
Memory
those
thing.
like memory type
They said he's
abilities.
good at
and-
torture, but he's also
And
like
he's like,
so
Yeah,
he's
he's like an
a torture
interrogator.
specialist.
So it must be some kind of that.
But with his
interesting.
personality, it definitely can't be, you know, like Dane's, where it's just he's nosy, or like jumping a little bit with like Imogen. Like technically, Imogen also has like one. I don't want to go into
Can
that
we
just
go
yet.
over the signets again? Because I kind of forgot who's who.
Okay. Imogen, which was revealed later, but she's able to wipe recent memories from like people's minds. Dane can gather read memories through touch.
But so far, he can only read recent memories.
Recent
They
ones,
revealed
yeah.
that in like the torture section.
Yeah. Violet is the lightning summoning thing. Zayden is shadows. Shadow
Who has the
manipulation.
ice?
Ice
that Riddick?
is Riddick. Yeah, I think Riddick has ice.
Mhm.
Sawyer has metal manipulation.
Metal manipulation. Yeah.
And
Rhiannon-
Rhiannon has
Teleportation of objects, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Telekinesis, kind of.
She got yeah, like teleport, but only for items.
Yeah. I think
And
they
she got
called
it-
it
and
summoning
Yeah, summoning I think is what they called it.
because it can
Yeah.
go like through walls and stuff.
Well, now
Only
it
recently,
can.
yeah.
Now she
Well, yeah,
got that she got that
Theoretically,
upgrade.
it can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What a
What-
clutch moment too.
Yeah.
It was like isn't that similar to like when you're like put under a bunch of pressure, then like something manifests, right? Isn't that like how a
You
lot
get
of
your
other
sharing
things work?
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's and in like most like magic superpower stuff, that's usually what
Yeah.
happens. You get a power boost when you need it most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, you know,
Mhm.
regular anime.
Yeah,
The
you
maximum
know,
power.
she got her Sharingan in that moment, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. Nobody
Alright,
had to
thank
die.
you.
I wrote
Because I
this.
forgot everybody's signet.
I wrote this note, but I don't remember why. But I said, "Bro, they're making me cry over Liam again." I don't remember what they were describing. Though. I honestly forgot.
Oh, it's because Violet and Rhiannon finally had like their first like real conversation where Violet started getting emotional.
Oh, and she was describing it, right?
And she was describing Liam's death and like holding him and like not being able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That made me cry too. I was like, God damn it, stop bringing him up. It's just
Yeah.
so sad.
Again?
This is why you're not supposed to say their names after they die.
Yeah, I felt terrible, especially because we don't really get to like listen much from Sloane. She's in the year below, so in a way, he truly is lost.
I will say, I'm sure you guys talked about it in the first one. Sloane's anger towards Violet, I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it kind of, but not to the level it is. I'm sure it's just like trauma and grief and like just redirecting her anger at what makes sense to her. But
I think she's gonna chill out in a bit.
Actually, wait, she's like young, right?
Yeah, she's young.
Okay.
She's maybe like 3 years like younger, so maybe like 17, 18, something like that.
But you can go to college. I
That's
thought you
true.
had to be like a certain age to enroll.
I think you have to.
They were 20 last year. Violet was.
So
Yeah.
is she 20?
Is there like
Sloane
a
20?
I don't know. I assume like
No.
18, probably.
She just
I'm
the
assuming
vibe she's
18,
giving
but
is young because she's so like angsty. But
I should have
Yeah.
specified. I literally looked up Sloane age, and it just gave me a random woman named Sloane.
Any Sloane.
She is age 20, so I guess 20 is the age for entering, like service, basically.
Yeah. But like she also doesn't like know all the context of how Liam died. So
That's
like
true.
the story that she has maybe is because he was like tasked with protecting Violet, you know, in the war games or like whatever. Like I don't know what her version of the story is necessarily.
That's true. Yeah.
And they can't, not like they can like explain it. So.
And I like they always mentioned like that they also grew up apart because they got like into different families, so she probably didn't get to see him very much. So it's just probably like a mix of not knowing enough information on what happened and just like needing someone to blame.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, even if she were older, I kind of would do the same thing too.
yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Blame Dane.
Yeah,
His
blame Dane.
fault.
That's true. Technically, blame Dane, bro.
It's actually his fault. Well, I guess the Colonel, but
Mhm.
okay.
Dane's
Chapter
dad.
20. What happened? Yeah.
Oh wait, the outro though, or like I guess the in between chapter thingy, when it was like the letter from Zayden, or like a sentence of the letter from Zayden, and it was
Yeah.
like, in the years after my father died, I forgot what it felt like to be loved, and I'm like, okay, this is very emo.
He's
Okay,
emo.
Zayden, that's rough, buddy.
Bro, guys, his signet is shadow
He's
manipulation.
I know.
Shadow Wheel. I was
Of
about to
course,
say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
you know he
He's
was
just
he's listening to their world's version of MCR.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Shadow
Yo.
Wheeler with a huge tattoo and black hair,
Yeah,
like
a neck
yeah.
tattoo.
Neck
yeah, he
tattoo,
got a
Wow.
neck tattoo, bro. He's controlling shit. He's talking to shadows. Like,
Wait, what was the throat tattoo?
Infinite throat.
blessed
Infinite
throat.
throat.
Infinite throat.
Infinite throat. That's my new mental image of Zayden.
Oh no.
Oh man.
All right, chapter 20. I
Um,
wrote Lamau. They made out in front of Mira.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That must have been very
Wait, that was
uncomfy
funny.
for Mira.
poor Mira.
I know.
He was like, "You have 2 seconds to decide if you want to make out with me in public right now."
I was wondering like what was happening. I was like, oh, maybe he has to like pretend show off or something. Like I was like, oh, maybe there's some other girl after him and he wants to like show that like he and Violet are dating or some shit. But then nah, it was just Mira.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sure you could have just talked about it, but I guess
Yeah.
this
And then
punctuates it.
Mira's like, oh, let's go throw knives at shit because she was so frustrated.
I mean, you know, I don't want to see my siblings make out with their significant other. I
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
me
fair.
either.
No, definitely not.
I would have been like, "Oh, just stop! You can have her for tonight."
Yeah.
But I am happy we see Mira again. You know,
Mhm.
it's been a minute.
Yeah, I was disappointed that she wasn't on with the cause.
Mm.
Yeah, but it makes sense because Violet also wasn't down for the cause in the beginning, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Because
Yeah.
like,
And
and
also
also
it was
she
like,
doesn't know that Brennan's